Yes, now blessed now. Don't forget the rest now. We're essentially here at the Holy Grail. I only did Rain in Blood the other day. Man, now it's time for Master of Puppets. You know we're going through the Big Four's discography. This is going to be wild. I've not listened to this record in a long time. Hailed as Metallica's best. I know Metallica fans can dispute what the best Metallica record is. This is definitely the most well known. This is going to be wild. I've not listened to this for a minute, and this is the official Metallica playlist. If you look above me, we've got the Master of Puppets official lyric video, which I thought was like marijuana. No, it's not. It's hands. I don't know why they chose that green. I thought it was so random that they'd have like bud leaves. I thought it was Pantera covering them or something. So this could be wild. I'm going to jump straight into it. As always, you can access all the full album listens via the link in the description of this video, so you don't have to waste your time on planet Earth, the one life you got, waiting for me to upload everything song by song, years in advance. Just access it all now. Join the pit. That's all I'm saying. This first one's entitled Battery. We know what we're getting ourselves into, people. Let's have a good one. After all this is said and done, I'm going to do a video reviewing the record, rating the record, or we might even have a look at the history of this record. Let's go. I've not heard this in years, people. Nylon guitar. Best intro of all time, says Samuel Sam. There's some long songs on this record. They're all very lengthy. I don't remember a Master of Puppets, the title track, actually being so long at 8 minutes 37. The thing that should not be, I don't really remember that tune too much. Don't really remember Damage Inc. as well, the last tune. Don't remember that one much. Obviously they weren't my favourites. Where we at? Hetfield being able to perform this while doing the vocal line at the same time. That tight. I know this is record quality, but let's be fair. Hetfield can do what he can do. It's a good talent. It's good practice, that's what that is. Guitar tone is crushing. There's so much clarity, yet there's so much low end in it, and them chugs. Dun, 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 dun. Bassist helps, of course. Hetfield's vocals have come on a lot since Ride the Lightning. Less high register, shrieking sort of metal vocal, more direct, mature, grown up, macho vocal. Yo, when anybody, if there's any guitarists watching, anybody tried playing tunes like this? I mean, when you get your first electric guitar and you wanna riff out, you go to some Metallica, don't you? Try learn a couple of Metallica bits, man. This stuff's hard to play tight though. Them triplets, deceivingly tough for such a long time. Here we go. I've never paid attention to the rhythm section during this, the variation on the main riff. Can you believe it? This is the shortest song on the record. That's an underrated riff there at the end. That's a slammer, that, when it goes double time. Proper good. That was Battery. That used to be one of my personal favourites back in the day, you know. I used to think that was raging. Absolutely raging. We got Master of Puppets coming up next. We got the official lyric video. Shout out to Metallica. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV signing in. This is Master of Puppets off of Master of Puppets. I'm not going to waste your time giving you the jibber jabber. When this begins, it begins, people. Let's jump straight in. Come on. Helps. Shout out to Metalheads. I've not heard this in years. Well, I guess Metallica have had some big hits, but is this the most well-known Metallica number? Good example of Hetfield's down picking here. Hetfield's, if anybody don't know, right, Hetfield's known for his down picking if you're a musician and you got to give Hetfield some ratings, it's not down to his shred, it's not down to his riffing in particular, it's his down picking technique. Tight as hell, consistent, can play long times with high intensity down picking. And that's not easy to do, it's not easy to do. Come on. Yeah, right. I've had no problems with Lars Ulrich today. No problems. On Ride the Lightning, it started to come into my mind why people get annoyed at his drumming, because he can be relatively basic, and in comparison to the rest of the band, you think, can't he fruit it up a little bit more? But on this record, he's been nice, and on this tune, he's got a nice groove to him. He's driving, he's consistent, yeah, but he's got a nice little groove to him, man. There's nice little, you know what I mean? Put your dancing shoes on to that drum beat. It's just a nice mid-tempo, just beating, man. There's a punk element to it, I would say. Taste me, you will see. More is all you need. Dedicated to how I'm feeling you. Controlling faster. Obey your master. Your life burns faster. Obey your master. Master. Master of puppets and pulling your strings. Twisting your mind and smashing your dreams. Lying by me, you can't see a thing. Just call my name 'cause all you scream. Master. Master. Just call my name 'cause all you scream. Master. Master. Come on. I don't remember this bit much. Yo, Metallica heads, do people sing along to the solo when this kicks in live? Considering the big four, yeah, Metallica's guitar solos were so far ahead of the competition. You could argue that, you know, Exodus, as of so far from what I've heard of it, not Exodus, Anthrax. From what I've heard so far of Anthrax, very talented, great phrasing, great shred, but Megadeth, pure shred, incredibly talented, but just shred, intense, incredible. Kirk Hammett, And does Hetfield do a couple of solos maybe? But whomever does the soloing, for the most part, tasteful. The best metal solos, I would say. Man, when you put, like I said, I speak for myself. I wasn't the biggest Metallica fan. I haven't heard Metallica after And Justice for All. But I know I wanted to try and learn some of these solos. Whereas with Megadeth, it's like, I like Tornado of Souls, but as for the rest of the solos, not only is it not worth my time because they're just so ridiculous, there was no catchiness to it. It wasn't there at the top of ultimateguitar.com because other people weren't wanting to do them. Slayer, what's the point of learning them solos? But Metallica came with this incredible infectious melody and sweet emotive phrasing that you just didn't get with the others. Low-key, a very ignorant riff, this one. This is a mosh riff. It's a pit beef fight riff, this one.
Master! Master! Where's the dreams that I've been after? Master! Master! Promised only lies. Laughter! Laughter! All I hear or see is laughter! 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 Laughing at my cries! Fix me!
I don't remember this riff. Good.
Never-ending maze. Keep the number days. Now your life is out of season. I will occupy. I will help you die. I will run to you. Now I rule you too. Controlling faster. Obey your master. Your life burns faster. Obey your master.
That was nice. That guitar. I've never heard that little guitar lick there. Listen to that. In relation to the drums. The drums accent each and every note of it.
Obey your
Diddle diddle.
master. Master. Master of puppets of pulling the strings. Twisting your mind and smashing your dreams. Dying by me, you can't see the thing. Just call my name 'cause I'll hear you scream. Master. Master. Just call my name 'cause I'll hear you scream. Master. Master.
Very odd there at the end of timing. It felt like it skipped a beat there. The timing just sounded off. Don't you think? You could say it was intentional, but to me it sounds like a recording flaw. Do you hear it say, master, master, dun? You know what I mean? Instead of master, master, da 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 da, and it all comes in together. The guitar comes in before the drum there, and it feels just really staggered. That sounds really offbeat to me. That sounds really offbeat. And I know they don't have to go back and resort back to the original riff, but it's just not the tightness I expect from Metallica. It sounds a bit odd. It was a nice lyric video, but it was a bit bizarre. It didn't necessarily, visually correlate with the lyrical content, but we weren't here to see the lyric video. That's one of the best metal tracks of all time. Maybe not in my opinion, but you can't hate on the numbers. That's crazy. Master of Puppets. We got The Thing That Should Not Be coming up next. All right. I don't remember this too much, so let's see if I can recognize the riff. Yes! King of the Pit TV, dezrocksteady. We're listening to Master of Puppets. Yo, without further ado, this one's entitled The Thing That Should Not Be. Shout out to all the greasy-haired moshers out there. Let's go. I don't remember many of these tunes on this record, you know. This next one, Welcome Home Sanitarium. Bullet for My Valentine covered that, I know that. Sanitarium. One thing about Metallica is that they're heavy. They know how to create heaviness. Definitely wound the tempo down for this one, eh? Hey, there was a reoccurring theme on the first so many Metallica records, wasn't there, in regards to the order of the tracks? So what have we got? We got Orion, track 7. Did they leave track number 7 for the instrumental? And then we had the title track on the second, such as Master of Puppets here. Is that the way it went? So we had Ride the Lightning as the second track on Ride the Lightning and blah de blah de blah. And I think there were other correlation to the songs and whatnot. They had a formula to it, right?
Rolling chaos underground, goes a solemn and twisted sound. Out from ruins once possessed, fallen city living dead. Fearless rats, insanity. He watches the game beneath the sea. Timeless sleep has been upset. He wakens under up the shadows is rising. Immortal. In madness you dwell. In madness you dwell.
I don't think this is the most entertaining Metallica song. I don't think, compared to Battery and Master of Puppets, this hasn't been a great one. It's heavy, but I'm not that impressed.
Dead witch, eternal life. Stranger eon, death may die. Dream you of your sanity. Face the thing that should not be. Fearless rats, insanity. He watches the game beneath the sea. Greater one, forbidden sight. He searches under up the shadows is rising. Immortal. In madness you dwell.
Swelling. Wow. Them guitars just circling around. That was brilliant. This guitar circling around my head now panning is really good. I don't know if you can hear that out there, but that's fantastic. First time I've ever heard that. That was the thing that should not be. Overall, it was a weak track. It was very, very heavy, but it was a bit boring. It was a bit boring. It wasn't going to be one of them tunes that made me want to pick up my guitar and learn how to play it. Regardless, we've got Welcome Home Sanitarium coming up next, alright? So, hold on tight. Yes. Bless me. Mic check, microphone wrecker, microphone checker. We're listening to Master of Puppets. I might have hushed down a little bit, alright. A little bit of time's passed. I gotta make sure I don't wake people up. So this one's entitled Welcome Home Sanitarium. We're halfway through the record already, so I'm just gonna say if you want to access all the full album listens the moment I upload them, the link is down in the description. It takes me ages to do it on YouTube. You know that, I know that. It's the way it is, people. I'm familiar with this song because I used to listen to a tribute to this song quite regular back in the day. I had I think it was Bullet for My Valentine that did a cover of this, and they did a good job on it. To be fair, they did a good job. I also had a cover. Oh, what's that band called? I don't think they were a great band. It was like a metal-core-y band, but they weren't really metalcore in the traditional sense. But they did oh, it's going to be on the tip of my tongue anyway. I won't waste your time. This is Welcome Home Sanitarium. Let me be. Same note starts as November Rain. Ding ding. Chimera is the band I was referencing to, by the way. To add on to what Metallica did every record for however long period of time, where they put a particular style of track in a particular place on the listing, they had a ballad, didn't they? They always had a ballad on the record.
Welcome to where time stands still. No one leaves and no one will. Who is for never seems to change. Just labeled mentally deranged. Dream the same thing every night. I see our freedom in my sight. No locked doors, no windows barred, no things to make my brain seem scarred. Sleep, my friend, and you will see the dream is my reality. They keep me locked up in this cage. Can't they see it's why my brain says rage? Sanitarium, leave me be. Sanitarium, just leave me alone. My fear of what's out there cannot breathe the open air. Whisper things into my brain, assuring me that I'm insane. They think I had some
How clean are those vocals? He's really giving it the sing song on this one, isn't he? Really giving it the sing song.
in their hands, but violent use brings violent plans. Keep him tight and makes him well. He's getting
It's mad how metalheads are so against clean sections, clean singing, anything pop music adjacent, yet still will believe Metallica is like the be all and end all. I mean, look at what Metallica did. They blended it all so well.
Better, can't you tell? No more can they keep us in. Listen, damn it, we will win. They see it's right, they see it well, but they think this saves us from our sanitarium. Leave me be. Sanitarium. Just leave me alone.
Oh, dude, I just remembered. It goes double beat on this, doesn't it? Goes double time. Just leave me alone. I forgot about that. This is going to be good. This is going to be good.
Sanitarium.
Hooligan riff. That's all down picking, that, innit? That is crazy. That is crazy.
Fear of living on. It's getting restless now. Mutiny in the air. Got some death to do. Mirror stands back on. Kill with such a friendly word. Seems the only way for reaching out again.
That rhythm guitar is ignorant. That dun dun, it's so harsh. How incredible is it that this was the band that came out with Kill 'Em All, and this is where they went. The progression and the maturity within the band's overall production of the music is astounding. Absolutely fantastic. We've got Disposable Heroes coming up next, and I used to like this one. Back to the Front. Man, this is a good one for me. I used to listen to this one quite a lot back in the day. I'm really looking forward to this. Welcome Home Sanitarium was brilliant. When it came into the double time bit, I remembered, like, just before it happened, that it went into the double time drum beat and that, but I forgot the riff. So tight. Man, this is really cool. So let's keep it going. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV, track 5 of 8, Master of Puppets. This one's Disposable Heroes. I used to like this one a lot back in the day. I can't remember. It's 8 minutes long, which is crazy. crazy, man. I don't remember much of it. I remember the back to the front bit, but there's definitely a part of this song, maybe near in the end, that I really, really liked, but I can't remember at all what it is. Let's get into it, come on. Yo, this sort of riff is what Power Trip picked up and ran with. You gotta know the band Power Trip, right? This sort of riff was Power Trip 101, wasn't it? It's a deep tune though, let's be fair, it is a deep tune. We're jamming out, people. Yo, I'm debating on the group chat currently. My man's big Megadeth fan. He's saying, yeah. Yo, I'm cracking up because he said Megadeth's better than Metallica. Because I'm getting excited. I'm saying I got Master of Puppets on, and he's saying nah, Megadeth's better, Exodus is better, Testament's better. This guy's a hater, right? Complete hater. And I said I'm listening to this record, and at this stage, it's giving Rain in Blood a good competition. Because I only listened to Rain in Blood the other day. I'm familiar with Rain in Blood. It wasn't the first time. Don't get me wrong. And Slayer, my favourite of the big four, but the songwriting capabilities and qualities after listening to Welcome Home Sanitarium, the clean guitars and the broken chord at the start, and then we've got the down picking chug riff, the maturity within the songwriting is absolutely fantastic, So I had to gas him, and he just says I need to sit down and drink some water. So that was his answer. Anyway, back to the front, people.
Barking of machine gun fire does nothing to me now. Sounding of the clock that ticks, get used to it somehow. Soldier boy, made a play, now an empty shell. 21, only son, but he served his well. Friends who kill, not to care, do just as we say. Finish here, waiting death, he comes to take away. Back to the front, you will do what I say. When I say back to the front, you will die. When I say.
Right, so let's be fair. The record's called Master of Puppets, and on the album cover, we got Metallica actually being the Master of Puppets. So Metallica are like the biggest metal band of all time. Arguably, you know what I mean? I know there's Sabbath and bands like that, but arguably Metallica are the money, right? Who's to say Metallica aren't conducting? Who's to say Metallica aren't the real puppet masters behind the governments and corporations? That's a bit of food for thought, people. It was in front of our face the whole time. You know what they do? Know what they do? There's no karma when you put it out there and tell people what you are, and you just allow them to walk by in blind ignorance.
You must die back to the front. You coward, you servant, you blind man. Why am I dying? Have no fear. Live up lying. Hell is here.
Have we got a mean section coming up after this? Because there's some part of me that thinks that we've got something incredible coming up, but I can't put my finger on it, and I'm going to be very let down if it's not the case. Come on. Might not be the case. Might not be the case. I think I'm a bit confused with one, because one's got the one is a massive tune.
Life played out before my birth. Nothing good I say. Had no chance to see myself molded day by day. Looking back, I realize nothing have I done. Left to die with only friends. Alone I cleanse my gun. Soldier boy, made a play. Now an You will do what I say when I say back to the front. You will die when I say you must die back to the front. You coward, you servant, you blind man, back to the front. Back to the front. Back to the front. Back to the front. Back to the front.
Madness. Metallica aren't an overtly technical band, but what they play is so very tight. It's hard to mimic, it's hard to imitate, it's hard to pick your guitar up and play a Metallica number, disregarding the solos, the rhythm. It's hard to play it note for note, perfect timing, because it's very, very tight, very on point, and it's surprisingly quite ruthless on your hands, some of these tunes. But they're not an overtly technical riff band. They're not Megadeth on the riffs. You know what I mean? A lot of E-chug. But you don't need much more, do you? We got Leper Messiah coming up next, track number 6. That was Disposable Heroes. A little bit let down at the end there. I thought we were gonna be moshing. I thought we were gonna be kicking off. So let's keep it moving, people, alright? Yes, now, bless now. Don't forget rest now. Dez, that's D-E-Z at KOTP-TV signing in. Leper Messiah, track 6 of 8. We're listening to Master of Puppets tonight, alright? Let's go. Nice to hear a little bit of a bass noodle there, you know.
Spineless from the start, sunk into the past. Circus comes to town. You play the lead wow, please, spreading his disease, living by his story. Knees, falling to your knees, suffer for his glory. You will. Time for lust, time for lie, time to kiss your life goodbye. Send me money, send me fame, heaven you will make. Make your contribution and you'll get the better seat. Bow to Leper Messiah.
Come on.
Marvel at his tricks. Need your Sunday bits. Blind devotion cave.
I don't think too much about the vocal delivery on this one. I think it's quite bland.
Running your race. Join the endless chase. Taken by his glamour. Infection is
I love that little bit. I don't know whether that's just pentatonic riffing or what if there's a little bit of flavour thrown in there, but I do like that. Great riff, catchy main hook regarding the riff. Overall, it could quite possibly be my least favourite of the record as of so far. I just felt it was a bit of a drag, albeit one of the shortest ones on the record. We've got Orion coming up next, which I think is a instrumental. Alright, so we'll get onto this one. I'm getting tired, people. Yes, now, blessed now. King of the Pit TV, dezrocksteady. Track 7 of 8. This one's Orion. Let's go. Instrumental, I believe. Only one way to find out. Lars is grooving, to be fair. Lars is grooving on this. Do Metallica play any of these instrumental songs live? lot of love for Cliff Burton on this record. On this song in particular. What does that sound like? Yo, I said this on Ride the Lightning. I think it was on Ride the Lightning. This is the third time I've said this now. I've heard the same reoccurring lick now, and it's this lick in particular. It's on Fade to Black as well. Basically. I don't know this tune. Not well. Yo, this has to be sampled. Not on this record, but I better. So yo, if you're a producer, hip hop head, you gotta make a hip hop sample out of that. That's too chill, man. Yo, leave down in the comments if this has been sampled in a hip hop tune. It has to have been. Brilliant bass line, that. Brilliant bass line. That's like an ice cream van, ice cream truck, whatever they're called, melody. I like the little stutter there on that lick. Plenty of lead guitars in here for you, eh? It took you on a journey. Took you from A to B. Plenty of ups and downs. The bass melody was really good. Overall, I'm not too fussed on an instrumental personally, so if I can't mosh to it, you know what I mean? I'd like an instrumental if I can mosh to it, but to that, it's just a little bit of food for thought in it. Let's finish off. We've got Damage Inc. coming up next. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We're finalising this record. We've just listened to Master of Puppets. This is the last track, Damage Inc. at 5 minutes 32. It's a relatively short one compared to some of the tunes we listened to. Quite potentially it's the short, no, Battery's the shortest on the record at 5:12. Access all the full album listens via the link in the description. Don't waste your time waiting for me to upload it track by track. It'll take too long, people. You got one life, respect it, yeah? I knew a dude who opened up a tattoo studio called Damage Inc. I lost contact with him. I wonder how it all went. And on that note, let's finish this record off. It's getting a bit later here. If you can tell, I'm getting quite tired. But we keep up for the metal, people. Come on. Damage Inc. I don't know this song. I don't remember it whatsoever. They're fading the volume in there with the volume knob on the guitar. Hammering it. I'm expecting a thrasher. Didn't they call a record Damage Inc. or something? Garage Inc. or something? One of Metallica's most underrated songs, says Fabril. A lot of people saying underrated. We've got the Captain of Metal here saying this riff is single-handedly better than the catalogues of every modern pop singer. Arachnid says, duh. Yo, Lemon Bread gave Master of Puppets an 8.5 out of 10. He's doing the same thing I'm doing. 8.5 out of 10 he's giving it. I wonder how my rating will contrast. Here we go. Come on.
Dealing up the agony within, charging hard and no one's gonna get it. Living underneath conformity, but dying on your feet for honesty. Inbred of bodies work as one, but evil never quite submission. Following our instinct, not a trend. Go against the grain until the end. Blood will follow blood. Dying is here. Sliding through the fuck with razor back. Stepping out to feel all hell on your back. Let fall the blood and we make sure life ain't for you and we're the cure. Honesty is my only excuse. Try to run the summit but it's no use. Steamroller action crushing all. Victim is your name and you shall fall. Blood will fall.
Coming up is a riff that is single-handedly better than any pop artist's catalogue, apparently. So let's find out, people. Let's find out. I'm excited. Hype. solo. Guitar solo. Some very tight picking going on. Gotta give it to him. Are we going to end with a volume swell? Are we going to do it? That's a mean riff. No, we won't. Nice and punchy, straight to the finish at the end. Cool. That was Master of Puppets. That was, surely it wasn't the first time I've heard Damage Inc. Because I will have had Master of Puppets on CD back in the day, and I will have at least played it through once, I imagine. But these later songs, obviously when you got a CD playing from back to front, you know, you might have better things to do than listen to a whole record, so you'll only hear the first few songs so many times. But that was cool. I'm going to do another video now where I do an overview and do a rating. And we'll see you on the flip side, people. That was Damage Inc. It was tight. The second half of the song was better. Finishing the record on like guitar solos was very Metallica, but I would have liked to hear the crucial riff there at the end. Yeah, that's what I would have liked. I'm signing out, people.